What's up, guys? Alaskan Gearheads, and I'm back from vacation, and I've got this thing now. I didn't get it down there, but this is a 1985 Tecate 3. It's a 250cc Kawasaki three-wheeler. It's basically like a 250R or a Tri-Z. It's really badass. We don't have spark. We need to get that flywheel off, and then from there, well, it's the rest we need to do. It needs new rear fender, the gas tank's fine, seat's okay, needs recovered, and a new fender. But other than that, it's actually pretty solid. Picked this thing up for just under $1,000 at roughly $800, and I think it was a steal. It's in pretty good condition. It's got 150 pounds of PSI, so you're gonna see more on this thing, and I can't wait to do more. So yeah, stay tuned for it. What was well, about 2 seconds for you guys. It's 2 days later for me. Still don't have parts for the Tecate, sadly, but today we're going to dive into the wonderful world of brakes. So, oh, and the clutches, they're soaking in oil over there. I'm just waiting to get the side cover gasket to put them on. What we're going to do today is we're going to remove this caliper, the rear caliper, and then the front one. We're also going to see if we can't find any levers for this, because this clutch lever is very sad, and, well, that one's just plain curled and bent. And I know I have a not super nice pair of levers, but they're green that are going to go on this until I get some really nice, like, Renthal or something. So let's go ahead and grab our tiny toolkit and go down to the Connex and see what we can find. All right, here's the Connex where I basically keep all the wheelers that don't work and all my other parts. Only thing that really works in here is a Rokon, but it needs a new belt. But a bunch of other stuff. I got a press, which is pretty cool. But this guy right here has one of the levers we're going to be taking, and this will swap for the clutch lever. So let's go ahead and get that real quick. Alright, now that that's off, of course it's Allen's. Did I even bring any? No, the answer is no. Of course I didn't bring any Allen's, because why would I? God forbid. Well, we're going to jam this in here, see if this works, because I don't want to go back up. I'm going to have to go back up. Dang it. Well, let's find the other lever while we're down here. That way we can get that one on as well. Or off, in this case. And also, there's a transmission for the Cadillac that I'm going to put in. Other one should be back here by Aiden's Zerf Dog and the failed dirt bike trike project. The reason this thing failed was, well, I couldn't find a sprocket for it. Oh, I guess it's not on there. I thought it was on there. Well, you guys got the reason. The reason that failed is, well, needed a new front sprocket. Couldn't find one. So that failed because of that. So now we're going to run up, try and find the other one, then come back down with Allen's to get that one off. And then we'll be back in the garage. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so I actually have no idea where the levers are. Found the one, but I've got no idea where the other one is. That, and if I remember right, that one didn't even like to bleed out. So we're just going to take these off and dig into them. They don't look too bad, so I've got high hopes, but then again, you never know. So let's get right into it. Well, that was just finger tight. Huh. Alright, so we already got a few things ready to go, like the bolts, most of them at least. Got those two mounting bolts, the two brake bolts with the washers. Let's see, is there another one on here? There should be one more. Where'd that go? I've got no idea where that washer went, but all this hardware ready to go in. Grab this guy. Oh, yeah, that thing was tight. Damn. I don't know if I've dealt with a tight... No, I have. On my old quad, there was one that was bad. Yeah, I can see why that won't bleed out. That guy is seized up. We'll see if the ultrasonic cleaner can clean them out. If not, I have another set that I might be able to use. Okay, now how does this work? Oh no, that's easy. They still have a little bit of life left in them, but I've got new ones on the way, so we're just going to say to heck with them. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're not using those no more. And just look at how filthy that is. Good lord. All right, I'm going to go pop this piston out. We're going to shove compressed air down there. So I'll be right back. Well, this one is ready to go in. I just got to clean this up a little bit. All right, to hell with it. It's a test for the ultrasonic cleaner too. Why the hell not? Now it's time for this one. Yeah, this one seems a bit more stuck. Which is definitely true. Ah, it's pissing. Need a hammer. There's a hammer. I think that might be working. Not sure. Oh yeah, that's stuck in there. Much beating later, we got these two separated. Piston is still in there. I do not know how I'm going to get this out. I have an idea. Ha! I'm a genius. I just broke it free. I got this one out. The nubs are pretty worn down, honestly. But it still holds the pad in there, so toss that in there. Toss this one in there. We'll throw the boots in there, because why the hell not? There should be 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, here it is. Should be number 4. Yep, number 4. And this is the first one of those I've seen that's come apart in one piece. So, now it's just time to get this bleeder screw off. Good lord. I'm gonna have to get an impact and put this in the vise. This brake looks pretty good too. Put that there. We'll throw the bleeder screw in there for the hell of it. I am gonna look at these, see if they have the right bleeders. Because if they do, I don't have to order bleeder screws. Yay. Oh, look at that. And brand new hardware with the correct washers, the bleeder screws with the cover. Man, this thing's gonna be mint-hay if these fit. And I wouldn't see why they shouldn't. Let's find out real quick, because I'm really curious. I don't know. No. No, they will not. Lovely. Damn it. What about the others? They all the same? Because I've got many different brakes. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. And that one is also the same. Lovely. What about this one? Yeah, that's the same. Cool. Well, I need a lot more fluid in this thing. So, I'm gonna go get some more fluids. We're back. Go top this thing off. Make sure everything's nice and covered. Perfect. All right, I've got a couple carburetor pieces I want to throw in there too. Just to, be safe. I'm going to toss the bowl in here. I'm going to toss this piece in. And I'll throw the hardware in there because why not? Everything else I have new. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, I am going to start this thing up and leave quickly because I hate the sound of an ultrasonic cleaner. So, crank this bad girl up to 80, and all right, I'll see you guys when this is done. All right, so we got Aiden here. He's sanding away the other one. We got the stuff out of the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm gonna throw more stuff in there for round 2. But these came out nice. We hit them with some sandpaper. Now we're gonna hit them with some paint. These are also looking pretty good. I refreshed the boots with brake clean and rag. These came out actually damn near perfect. Brake clips or something. But I'm gonna have to figure out something for new brake bleeder nipples, because those are totally clogged up. Or if I could fix them, yeah, it'd be nice. But I'm gonna rig up a spot to paint these, and yeah, we'll get it painted. Now, I am a professional painter, so I'm not. Alright, now I know they're full of runs and booger shit, but it's better than what it looked like, so I don't know. Alright guys, a couple days later, got oil and some sandpaper and Scotch-Brite because I'm cheap, and I'm going to just sand these and scuff them up since they're a little glazed and a little pitted. I'm not going to spend the $150 for new ones of those. Same thing with the reeds. Took them all apart, got the boot off. That was a pain. Had to dump it in the ultrasonic cleaner for about 30 minutes on like 80 degrees or whatever the Celsius is for 80. But this is now good to go, ready for it. Is it still on? Oh, I guess that was still on. Got a bunch of different bolts and stuff. This needs to be cleaned. We need to install bearings. We need to finish up the carb rebuild, but this is the carb rebuild's kind of put on hold because I took this piece that was in there. This is the needle jet tube. It's actually what this guy here sits in. But when I was taking the little jet, this guy out, the main jet, I think the main jet it snapped off this little bit right here on the thread. So this is trash. I ordered a new one, 20 some bucks on whatever website for it. It's a genuine Mikuni part. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and scuff these up real quick, and then we're going to soak them in oil and reinstall them in the tecate. So let's go ahead and do that right quick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through with a pad of Scotch-Brite. I'm just going to tear myself a little piece off here. I'm going to go through, scuff them, and then I'm going to hit them with 320. So, oop, that fell. Whatever. But yeah, we're going to go through this entire thing, make them deglazed. Here we go. Got them all sanded down, or Scotch-Brited down, whatever those are called, and cleaned up. These ones are ready to be thrown back in. Granted, they are a little bit pitted, but we're just going to run with it, because why not? These guys are in pretty good condition. They still have plenty of friction material left on them. But like I said, I'm not going to put too many hours left on this clutch. So, I'm going to grab a little tub of oil, and we're going to put these in it and let it soak overnight. So I couldn't find a little plastic tub, so we're just going to use this. Don't tell my mother. So, yeah. Hopefully she won't find out about this, because she doesn't really watch my videos. So yeah, we're just going to put oil right in here. That's probably good. Maybe a little more. And we're going to go ahead and drop these guys in there. They fit like a glove. Okay, so it needs a bit more. It's all good. We got 2 quarts. Go ahead and put the rest of this in here. That way we can drop the steel plates in. There we go. Now we're going to let these sit overnight. That way they can properly soak up all the oil. And then tomorrow we will stick them back in. So let's go ahead and cover these up. That way the cats don't get into them. Because I don't really want my cats getting into my clutch. We're just going to set this right up here, right behind you. And now, even though we don't have really the means to rebuild the carb, we're going to go ahead and start on it. So even though we don't have everything to rebuild this, we're going to go ahead and start. Bowl's actually pretty good and clean, but we're still going to shoot her with some brake clean. Sorry, carb clean. There we go. That's pretty clean. We're going to go ahead and shoot through this. Ah, you bastard. There we go. Now that I got it all soaked in brake clean, let's go ahead and start the reassembly process. I have no idea what this is. You go there? I think it's for that. Not 100% sure, actually. Didn't just drop that. Saw nothing. I'm not too sure where this goes. I'm guessing it goes in the cap. Let's go ahead and remove this old gasket. Don't worry, I'm not gouging the bottom of the carb. I'm just using this to pry. And yeah, this gasket was toast. It is very brittle. Like, I'd be surprised if I'm getting it out in one piece. I spoke too soon. There we go. Our assemble it yourself gasket's out. So there is a little bit of carbon in here, but that should be fine. Or not carbon, but just a little bit of crap. Should be totally fine though. I feel like something goes there. I don't know. It'll be fine. So now let's go ahead and do what we can here, which I know we can put the new needle and seat in. Where did it go? There it is. New gasket. Here's our new needle. The seat is in there. Not replacing the seat, just the needle. That's a beauty. Yeah, our seat's right in there. I don't even think it's interchangeable. But let's drop this guy in here. Make sure it goes in all the way. Otherwise you won't get fuel. Grab our pin. And then where's that lifter piece? There it is. This goes on just like this. Stick the guide pin in. Let me slide that through. And boom. I am going to tap it a few times. There we go. And just to make sure it's working, you hear that? Probably. But yes, it is working as it should be. Now let's throw our new pilot jet in, which is right here. So what are we even running in this? We're running a 45 and the stock one. All right, we are running a 45 pilot jet, and the one that was in here was a... God, I can't read this. It's too tiny. Okay, this is also a 45. So we're good with this. This just not changing the jetting at all. So this should just, it'll run just fine. Screw this down. I always get nervous screwing this one in because it's in a little orifice. You can't quite see it in there. So you gotta make sure you get it a little snug, not super tight, just snug, that's all. And we can't put this piece in, which we are going to clean this guy because that's filthy. Don't know where that goes. Does that go with that? I don't know. We can't put that on. We can put this on, but that's over at the bike. This is the new jet that goes right there, but like I said before, this piece broke, so this is on the way. Old jets, needle and seat. What is this guy? What do you do? Oh, you go in here, don't you? Yeah, there we go. That goes in there. That's put on. Set our bolts off to the side. Make sure none of them are really stripped. So I don't really want to order new ones, but if I have to, I will. Yeah, they all look good. So we'll set those off to the side. Get our old gasket material out of here. The bowl's nice and clean. We'll go ahead and throw our gasket on there. Hopefully it stays for now. Wrong side. Okay, gasket's on. This is just chilling here. And we don't want to lose this little clip, so we'll go ahead and stick this on here. Okay, so that's about all I can do right now. We can throw this guy in there. This is the guy that holds the, oh, we have to take that back out. Dang it. That's annoying. We gotta take this little floaty bit back out, because I forgot to put a screw in. Silly me. grab something I can tap this with. This might work. Alright, here we go. Back with my screwdriver. Don't know where my Phillips went, so this'll do. It's a good thing damn it. It's a good thing I have multiple. Just snug, not tight, just a little snug. I want to be able to remove it again. Who knows, maybe I'm going to rejet it. I doubt it because I'm only at about 500 feet of elevation. There we go. That's in there. And now we truly just wait, because I've got nothing else I can do. But I'll come show you the tecate real quick, show you what I'm up to. So the reason I took apart the clutch is because, well, when I pulled in the clutch when it was in gear, it did absolutely nothing. So I'm not going to pull it now because I don't want the rod to fall out. So that's why I took the clutch off. That, and I wanted to make sure everything was good, and I'm glad I did because they were kind of stuck together, so that's probably why. But we're going to clean that area out really well. Then tomorrow we're going to put the new clutch in, close it all back up, make sure we get the kicker gear in right, because I've put those in before and done them all wrong before. So we're going to make sure we do that right. So we got a bunch of parts for it coming. Got a whole new ignition system on the way, and some cosmetic stuff like levers, not a fender because those are way too expensive for right now. But we got levers coming, we got brake pads. What else do we have? The ignition system, already mentioned that. We got a couple little goodies that we're going to do, but we do have to do bearings that I have right over here. They're rear bearings, and bearings in it are currently shot very bad. I hate one of my shop cats. But yeah, if you just look at this. I'll stick the mic down there, that way you could hear it. Listen to this. You hear that? Hear that wobbling? Yeah, it's not good. So, yeah, we're gonna have to wait on parts, but I'll update you guys as soon as I get them. So